the very second stanza of this ode. In this stanza, John Keats expresses a desire to escape from this world. So here we find escapism, the characteristics of romantic period, and where he wants to escape to the happy world of the nightingale. Keats had been feeling drowsy, okay, in the very first stanza we have seen, as if he had drunk some drug or intoxication. It was only his imagination, it was only his fancy that he felt so. He felt himself sleepy or drowsy. Now he really wants to drink some wine so that he may forget the sad world, the fever and fret of this world, or all the miseries of this world around him, and he desires to go into the happy world of the nightingale. He desires for a drink of some good old wine, okay, vintage good, which has grown richer after being kept in the earth for a long age, and he when he drinks it, he will have visions of goddess Flora, and lawns in the countryside where people are dancing and singing songs of love, and bravery coming from Provence in France. So he will also see their laughter who have been dancing in the sun so long that their skin has grown dark, purple stained mouth. And John Keats desires that when he drinks it, he will be able to escape from this sordid or dirty world, and nobody will be able to see him. He wants to go from this world unseen. Then what his desire is that he wants to go away, leaving this world with the nightingale into the beech grove, which is somewhere hidden in shadow. So that was in brief. Now just look in detail. Oh, for a draught of vintage that hath been cooled a long age in the deep delved earth. Oh, for a draught. Okay, now he is not satisfied with his imagination, and now actually he desires for a wine, for some more intoxication, or for a draught, that is a sip. I want a sip, I really want a sip this time, sip of vintage. Vintage is just like a wine, and that wine, we can say old wine, okay, old wine, good wine, real wine, or completely pure wine that hath been cooled, and the wine that has been placed a long age, has been placed for a long time, where in the deep delved earth, somewhere under the earth, or somewhere in the deep pit, in the deep earth. And that is why that it has become very cool. It is so cooled that now it is a good wine. So John Keats, he is desiring in this stanza for a good wine so that he may forget each and everything of this world, and such a wine that has been cooled for a long time somewhere under the earth in a pit, tasting of Flora. And what he will do, why he is desiring for such a wine, so that he may taste of Flora. He wants to go to the place of Flora, and Flora is a Roman goddess of flowers, goddess of spring. So where he wants to go to the place of Flora goddess, and the country green, and he wants to go to such a country which is full of greenness, means there is a lot of vegetation, greenness, there are a lot of flowers, different kinds of fragrant flowers. So he wants to go there, and what he will do there after tasting, okay, after having old wine, he will go to the country of Flora, and what he will do there, he will there dance and Provençal song. he will dance there, he will sing there, means he will enjoy there. And Provençal, that is province of France, song, and he will sing the songs of folk song or songs of France, south, that is southern and sunburnt mirth. And when he will dance there, he will sing there. So now he will feel the happiness, such a happiness that his face will be full of sunshine. His face will shine just like the rays of sun. We can say that his face will be, means what happens when we dance, when we sing under the rays of sun for a long time, our face gets automatically gets dark complexioned, or it becomes very dark. So here if we find that his face, he wants his face to be very dark because of the sunshine. And the another meaning of these words is that he wants to have so glow, so happiness on his face that it will shine just like a sun, just like a sun, because now there is no there is no brightness, there is no glow, or there is no happiness on the face of John Keats. And now he wants to have his face just like sun, means he wants to be very happy, and that will be only possible for him when he will go to the country of vegetation, or he will taste of flora, means he wants to be surrounded by the happy people, by the happiness. And this is why that what he says, oh, for a beaker full of the warm south, no, I want more. So now here in this stanza we find that John Keats is desiring for more and more drugs, more and more intoxicated objects, more and more wine. Why? So that he may forget everything. He has a lot of pain in his heart, and that is not possible for him to tolerate all the pain. This is why that he wants to have some quantity of drug. In the first stanza that was his imagination, he was feeling so, but now in actual he wants to have that intoxication to forget his pain. And he feels that vintage will not be sufficient for him. Even the old vintage, even this wine will not be able to make him forget each and everything of this world. So he wants more and more wine. Oh, for a beaker, that is cup, and I want a beaker that will be full of the warm south. I want vintage, I want warm south, hot wine, completely the southern wine. Warm south or southern wine, it is regarded very intoxicated in comparison of other wine. So now John Keats is so desirous that he has taken a, means now this time, because he desires vintage and he desires much more wine, that is southern wine also. So it is also very intoxicated, and that cup will be full of the warm south, that is warmer wine will be, and this wine will be of south, that is southern France, full of the true, it will be completely a real wine, true wine, good wine, the blushful Hippocrene. Okay, this word is also very important. Hippocrene is a fountain, Helicon fountain, and this fountain is supposed to be very inspiring fountain. It is regarded that whoever takes the water of this fountain, he gets inspiration. And now there is a flow of water, okay, simple water, from inspiring water we can say, from this fountain. But here just look at the high imagination of John Keats as a romantic poet, that he is imagining that there is flowing, there is coming down not the water but the wine. Okay, and what kind of wine? Red wine, blushful, that is red wine. So now he is desiring even the red wine that will come from this inspiring, from this divine fountain, Hippocrene. So the water of the Hippocrene fountain will automatically be converted or shifted or changed, not into water but into the wine. And that wine will also be very true wine. So full of the true, the blushful hypocrine with beaded bubbles, and the bubbles beaded, that is just like pearls. Now the bubbles, they will look like pearls at the brim of the beaker, means the bubbles which will be coming from the hypocrine fountain, they will be winking at the brim. Okay, a very beautiful word, winking at the brim. Those beaded bubbles that will be created by the blushful hypocrine, they will be breaking, they will be closing, they will be falling down at the brim of the breaker. So now John Keats, he is desiring for vintage, and he is also desiring for such a cup that will be full of hypocrine red wine, and there will be bubbles breaking at the brim of it, and that intoxication, that wine will be the best wine for him. And what will be happen then? And purple stained mouth, when he will take such an intoxication, okay, then his mouth will be completely red colored, purple stained. When he will drink of it, he will drink of red one, then his mouth will be completely red color, purple stain, there will be a stain of purple color on his mouth, means now his face will be converted into red color, and red color is also a symbol of happiness. So here we find the desire of John Keats that he wants to get more and more happiness, if not in his senses, in his real senses, if not from this world, then from his imagination, from another world. It doesn't matter that, for that if he had to be intoxicated, he is ready. So now why all these things are important for John Keats? So why he wants all these kinds of intoxication in his imagination? So that I might drink and leave the world unseen. This word is again making us remind Alexander Pope Ode on Solitude. And now John Keats wants to leave this world unseen, unknown. He doesn't want the people to be aware of his departure from this world. So he doesn't want people to see him. He is so fed up with this world that he wants to leave this world unseen. That I might drink and leave the world unseen. I want to be so intoxicated. I want to be so sleepy that I just want to die. I just want to go from this world without being aware of anyone. So unseen. And with thee, that is Nightingale, and with you, fade away. Fade away, I just want to pass away very silently. Nightingale, I just want to go with you, leaving this world unseen, into the forest dim. And in which world? John Keats finds the world of Nightingale better than his own world, because in this world there is no happiness for him, but in the world of Nightingale there is a lot of happiness, and this is why that he wants to leave this world for the world of Nightingale. But that is not possible for him in his senses, means when he is conscious and he is out of intoxication, then it is not possible for him to give up this world. So this is why that he is trying to take the help of some drugs, hemlock, opium, vintage, or even the water is inspiring water of hypocrine also. And into the forest dim, that is why it is dim, why the forest, why the place of Nightingale is dim, it is full of darkness because of shadow, okay, because of the shadows of leaves. So now John Keats will go with Nightingale into the dark or shadowy world or forest of Nightingale, so that he he may forget all the worries of this world.